If you're wondering why you should update from the NexLINK I to the NexLINK II, I'll give you some reasons. In addition to the increase in processing power on the NexLINK II, one of the things it has is low side control. So it has 3 inputs to where you can control a ground-based type relay or something that is ground-based. And it's in this area here where it's touch sensitive where you can do that. If you were to press this, for example, if we had low side driver 1 enabled, you can change this label from not configured to something that makes sense to you. And if it's configured as a momentary, you would press this and let go, and it would turn it on and turn it off. If it's set as persistent and you would press this, it would stay enabled because that's the way you've configured it. These 2 on the bottom, they're currently not enabled, but with a firmware update in the next month, these will be enabled. And what this does is they're 5-volt linear outs from 0 to 5 volts. So let's just say for whatever reason you had a electric gauge, for example, electric oil pressure gauge, and you wanted to send current to it and it actually control that gauge. You would program these to send a certain amount of voltage to the gauge, and it would basically control oil pressure or whatever is on the other end. Configuration gets you to the configuration screen. The other option is the auto start feature. Currently it's set up to where if I were to go and try to start the vehicle, since auto start is enabled, if RPM shoots greater than 175, it'll stop cranking it, or it will stop cranking if it never reaches over 175 and it exceeds 8 seconds, then it will stop cranking again. So this feature has to be calibrated. Let me pause this real quick. So with that said, currently, since the NexGenEFI turbo car hasn't been driven in a while, if I were to press this button, there is a low voltage safety, because if everything is too low on voltage, the display shuts off. So you're gonna have to ensure that you have at least 11.5 volts throughout the whole cranking process. Otherwise, the safety feature on the start button will keep it from automatically cranking the engine based on your settings. It will force you to manually crank it. So let's see what happens, because I believe this is running a low on voltage. Oh, apparently not. So that's what happens when you auto start it. It will basically keep cranking it, and once it meets your settings, it'll automatically start the vehicle and hide the panel after 5 seconds and send you to your digital dash.